Okay, we're going to get going here, but I want you to look at that picture for a minute. That's something I want to share. I think it's very significant. We're going to talk about it here as we start getting people into the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Kind of getting myself together. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay, let me see if I can turn my volume up just a bit. I don't want to overmodulate on you. Gina can hear me. Let's see. Just kind of letting people come out to the group on this fine Saturday. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Will? Deborah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Thanks for showing up. You know I appreciate you. Yeah, and I really, really like this picture. You know, for me, I love the fact that on the top of above the surface, you see this mountain of success, this mountain that we call success, but then underneath it's much bigger. And look at the elements that it took underneath to push that thing that we call success up, out. Hard work, persistence, late nights, rejections, sacrifices, discipline. You always hear me talk about discipline. Discipline is the thing. Criticism, doubts, failure, risks. These are the things that we must experience. We're talking about what to sell on Amazon. But Amazon is just a business. That's all it is. There's other ways. And it doesn't matter if it's business or anything else that you define as success. All of those things are going to be underneath that people don't see. Everybody just sees the success and they talk and they say things and they get to think whatever they get to think so that they can feel however they want to feel. But not too many people talk about these things. These things are fun to read about, right? These are things that are fun to watch, life stories and biographies. And we all know that it takes these things, but we got to ask ourselves, are we willing to go through it ourselves? It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. And I'm going to get right back into that as we continue welcoming people before we get started. Let's see. Let's see who else is out here. Sonia. Oh, girl, I got some questions for you. Woo! Hey, Mr. Horace Lee Lyons the fourth. My son. Hey, how you doing, man? That's my son. He needs me. Where's my daughter? All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me get to my other screen here. We're going to go ahead and get started, and whoever shows up later, we'll get with them when they get with us. Who knows that music? That's my jam right there. See, when you hear that music, when they hear that music, they know. Musica, they know. They understand. It's about to get real up in here. Oh, we're up to 12 users. Hey, my daughter. What's up, baby? All right, guys, we're about to get started. But before we do, we have our little, hold on, my attack dog. Hey, my vicious beast. He's protecting me. Like I was saying, before we get started, we have a ritual around here at What to Sell on Amazon. We are working class hustlers. I love you all. And before we get going with anything, we have a ritual. Repeat after me. I can't hear you, and I don't care. Good things are supposed to happen to me. Say it again, people. Good things are supposed to happen to me. That is the mindset that we approach with. That is our mantra. That is the attitude that we take. And it's not over until you win. This is What to Sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, coming to you live, respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. Let's go. So, let's see who else showed up. Nobody? Okay. We're going to talk a little bit more about this image here real quick, and then we're going to get into the meat of the show here. But I just think it's worth going over again. Hard work, persistence, late nights, rejections, sacrifice, discipline, criticism, doubts, failure, and risks. These are the things below the surface. You know, my daughter is out here today. That's my baby girl. My son. And here's the significance of that. They have watched their dear old dad trying to do some kind of business for as long as they can remember, whether it was selling vacuum cleaners, Amazon, you know, whatever it may be. It's just been in my blood. And if you're out here, you guys, it's not that many people out here. There are 13 of us. This is a small channel. And, you know, I love that because, you know, it's very close knit. And, you know, my kids can tell you a lot about Amazon, you know, because I started Amazon back in 2008. And I know I'm sort of rambling on here, but this is just something I want to share with you. You know, my kids remember when Amazon was nothing compared to what it is today. But when you go back to this picture, the hard work, the criticism, the doubts, the failure, I remember, and this was my daughter. She came up to me one day. I was sitting right here in this very seat at, you know, same desk, same chair. And I kind of was sitting there in a daze, and I was crying. Now, my daughter My kids started working for me when they were really, really young. I think she might have been, baby, how old were you in 2014? You do the math. But she walked up to me and she saw me crying and she said, Daddy, what's wrong? And I told her, the business is falling apart. Everything was going wrong. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And she gave me a hug. Then she walked away and she came back a little time later and she said, Daddy, you don't have to pay me. You remember that, baby? Now we're talking back in the year was 2014. And my point is this. Oh, you were 17. And my point is this. You're going to have your failures. But you know what? You know what I did in spite of that failure? I just kept going. And that's what I want you to do. Keep going because you're going to have your failures. Now, we all watch the shows. We all know the mantras. We all know all of these sayings and personal development and all of that. We know that failure is part of the process. But when you're going through it, it ain't so nice. So just remember, guys, let me just say this. You know, it's not going to be easy, and you have to be careful. You, working class hustlers, you have to be careful because you're not just watching my channel, you're watching other channels and you're listening to other people that can help you. And you got to be careful because some of them will tell you, oh, it should not be hard. They're going to tell you work smarter, not harder. And it sort of implies that hard work is for dummies, that you shouldn't have to work hard. If you're working hard, you're doing something wrong. Think about that. Think about that as you listen to the success stories of everybody from Sir Richard Branson to Steve Jobs to, you know, all of these people that you see as successful. And all they keep talking about is hard work. You know, Sean Puffy Combs, all of these people. Hard work, successful people, but you have to understand, hard work is the prerequisite for success. Now, if you want to work smarter, great. What you will achieve will be compounded by being smart. But if you take two people, one is gifted, smart, but the other one is willing to put in the work, the hard worker is always going to beat the smarts. So, because no matter what, when you're persistent, whatever you need will eventually be brought to you. So enough about that for now, because I could talk about that stuff forever. You guys know that. So this week, if you watched the uploaded video, it was about how my business has been affected in the last 30 days, of course. With everything that's going on, that's a big thing. But I didn't want to title it Coronavirus COVID-19, and I didn't want to play into all of that hype. You know, I just want you to be encouraged because, guys, I'm going to say this forever. It's not about COVID-19. It's not about, you know, the coronavirus. It's about what you were doing before that. And a lot of you were with me before that. So you already have a jump. You already have ideas and you have, you have an idea about what you could be doing instead of just panicking and fear mongering and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you a little something later that deals with that. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about some news here. No, you know what? Yeah, we'll go news and then we'll go into my account because I always gotta make sure I'm qualified to be teaching you, right? So we're going to go into some news here for a second. So let's see here. All right, here's a quick update on price gouging. Because if when the attorney generals and everything started getting into this with the price gouging, it almost seemed like Amazon was just kind of just jumping on board and suspending accounts. But if you read what's going on now, just right here, I'm just going to take this sentence as a starting point. We look at the average sell price of the product. Okay, so they're not just going to automatically say this price is gouging, because if you look over the history, some of these prices, they just sell. I mean, you guys, I teach this. You guys already know this. Amazon shoppers tend to pay more than what you would pay at a regular store. That's just the convenience factor. They're prime customers. That's just the type of clientele you get. And that's one of the great things about selling on Amazon. But I just wanted to put that out there. Don't be afraid. And don't think that you have to sell your products at a break even or even a loss just because for fear of somebody claiming that you're price gouging. I've had products taken down by Amazon and they said, hey, this does not comply with our fair market policies. You need to change the price. And I play with the price until they'll put it back up there, but I make sure I'm still making a profit. I have had a person send me a message claiming that they had reported me to the Texas Attorney General, that I was a price gouger, shame on me, and on and on. I'm like, whatever. Because you're going to have people like that. They just love having something to complain about. And if you give them the power to report, they will do it. Makes them feel good. What else is going on? Oh, check this out, because this could be beneficial. Disaster loan assistance. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of it because I still have to read it. But the bottom line is the Small Business Association is helping people to get loans, businesses. So you might be able to get a loan. Part of that loan should be forgivable. So that's something to look into. It's under the Disaster Loan Assistance, Small Business Administration. Check into that. If anybody knows what's going on with that, if you got any info, because I haven't read it yet. I'm going to, though, because I could use a loan. Check into that. Let's see what else is going on. This deals with supplies. Let me see if I can find it. The bottom line is this. Amazon is running out of supplies. It's gotten to a point where the medical supplies that they need, they're making them exclusively for hospitals, available to hospitals and medical care and stuff like that. Like if you read right here, you may have offers on select products that will now be available exclusively to hospitals and government organizations, which are in urgent need of high demand medical products like N95 masks, surgical masks, face shields, surgical gowns, and stuff like that. So if you click on the link here, then you can see the items that they're looking for. Chances are you may not have access to them, but if you do, then go ahead. That's something you could take advantage of and be of help. I keep saying it's about adding value to the market. It's not so much about being frightened, scared, and everything else that you could do that's negative in regards to what's going on with us. On the contrary, let's see how we can be of help. And let's see. Tweet you, welcome. And anybody who I forgot to welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much. Now, let me see. Is there any other news that I wanted to talk about? if you do merchant fulfilled, and you know merchant fulfilled is a big thing now that Amazon has restricted the products that you can physically send in for FBA. Merchant fulfilled is a big deal now. And for, a lot of us came to Amazon, and one of the selling points was the fact that Amazon would do all of the fulfilling for you. All you have to do is send all of your inventory into their warehouses and they'll do all that's great. But what happens is we forget about merchant fulfilled. Okay. Those products that they won't allow you to ship in, people still want those products, and Amazon still wants to sell those products. So you can fulfill them yourself, and you actually tend to make, depending on the situation, you can actually make more money because you're going to pay less fees when you do the shipping. So, everybody wanted to panic, and it was a better story to just think that those products would never be sold on Amazon again, but the truth is you can still sell those products, and there's a lot of opportunity as a result of that. You can expand your business. So, but the thing of it is you got to be careful with your settings, because if you got something that's merchant fulfilled and you go into your, and all of a sudden you get an order and you need to ship to Canada or Mexico, you got to ship that order at a loss. So be careful. Go into your settings, and I'll show that here. Actually, you know what? Let's see here. 9 times out of 10, it won't apply to you, but just in case, you would come up in the upper right hand corner. You'd come to settings, account information, and then come down to your shipping settings, and then when you go, in this area, you would see international set up. So like, here's where I would add international shipping. And if this had been checked and I was merchant fulfilled or whatever, you got to be careful, because if you're doing merchant fulfilled, you might end up with an order that needs to go international. So be careful with that. Let's see. Sonia says merchant fulfilled shipping times are now less than Amazon. You know what? Very, very good point. I'm glad you brought that out. See, that's what I'm talking about. You guys are better than me with some of this stuff. That is a big point, because, and you have to understand, you may get the buy box because depending on that customer that's looking at your product, Amazon is taking into account the location of all the sellers that are offering the product. And if you're closer to them, you will get the buy box, even though you may not be the cheapest or whatever other factors they're looking at in their algorithms. You will get it because they know you're closer. And now, of course, like Sonia's saying, regardless of where you may be, in most cases, you're going to be faster. That's an advantage to you if you want to go merchant fulfilled. As a matter of fact, I think the next video I do for next week is going to be on merchant fulfilled. And here's the reason why, because when they first started telling us we couldn't ship certain categories into the warehouse, I just sat on them, because initially they said they would resume April 5th. Well, now that's indefinite, and we don't know when they're going to resume allowing us to ship all categories in. I got a crap ton of product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of that available merchant fulfilled, and we're going to do a test and see how those work out for us, because we're not going to allow the fact that certain categories can't be shipped in FBA. We're not going to allow that to hurt us. We're going to see how that could actually be an advantage. Remember, life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you respond to it. And now, let's see here. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at my account here and see what's going on. So for those of you who may not be familiar with this, I'm sure most of you are, but somebody could be watching this video later after we're done with it. It gets archived and available for anybody to watch. So this is what we call your Seller Central account. This is what you see as an Amazon seller. This is where you take care of everything, all of your business. And most people like talking about the money. So we'll talk about that for a little bit, but strictly for the purpose of qualifying me as a person who can teach you and help you. So this is my total balance as of today. This is what's in my account. Amazon pays out every 2 weeks. This was the most recent payment that went out, and it just went out on the 3rd. So this area is, I don't really look at it that much, but for you to know what it is, Amazon does offer people who have an Amazon business account to pay with terms, and they get 30 days or whatever the terms may be to pay Amazon. So you're going to wait to get that money. And then we go into the numbers here. So today, so far, we've had 14 sales. We'll do a refresh just in case another one came in. It did not. So far we've had $272.43 in sales. In the last 7 days, 250 units, a little over $5,000. Last 15 days, 606 units for $12,084.60. And for those of you who follow this channel, you remember this was what we were doing for the 30 days. And if you take the 30-day number, so that means you take today and you go back 30 days, that gives you a running total. We've sold 1,159 units for $24,145.93. Can anybody tell me what this number has done since the last live stream we did? Hello to What Are Sales. Thank you for joining. Well, if nobody knows what has happened, Sonia figured it out. That number has gone up. Now, this is important, guys. This is very, very important. And let me tell you why. You are at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing right now. If you're interested in Amazon, if you're doing Amazon, if you were doing it, but you just wasn't doing it as much, if you know that you could be doing more, listen, you are at the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Now, we're going through a pandemic, and you know what Amazon is doing? So much business that they're trying to hire 100,000 new workers. Why would they be trying to do that when the rest of the world is all in a panic and all into conspiracy and all into all of this negativity? They are busy giving Americans what they need. Supplies, food, toys. People still buying all of this stuff. So get involved, stay involved, and be part of the solution. I ain't got time to be worried about all this hype. I'm busy providing, adding value. And you know what happens? Everybody want to talk about money. You know what? That's fine. I like money, but that can't be the focus. It took me so long to learn this. Guys, don't be like me in your 50s, finally learning that if you focus on value, the money follows value. You can't chase the money. If you chase the money, you got your mind on the wrong thing. Okay? Remember, when you sell on Amazon, approach it from the standpoint of, hey, this is an opportunity for me. Amazon is allowing me to add value to their marketplace. So on that note, remember, we're following up on the uploaded video. And in that intro, I talked about some reasons why it's so important. So we're going to go over some of those reasons, and Jim set up a slide for me. So we're going to look at that and kind of go over the numbers. Let's see. Well, not the numbers, but the points. Let's see if I can get this to work right. So, okay. Hold on. Sorry about that. So, number one, people have been ordered to stay home, right? Now, think about that. With people being at home, what are they going to do? You know, they shop. In case you haven't noticed, shopping is an American pastime. Some of you out here on the live stream right now do retail therapy. Am I right? Let's see what other points we got. Okay, so people are at home and they still need their essential household items, right? That's where you come in. And here's the reason why. This is where you come in, because people either cannot get to the stores or just don't want to go out to the stores because they're trying to avoid exposure. This is real, guys. You are living this. So you know, this is for real right here. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. E-commerce is very important to the economy at this time. It was already important. It was already important. You guys, everybody on this live chat, you guys were already involved in one way, form, or fashion in e-commerce before this. Now you got people staying at home. You got schools that are closed. You got, all of this stuff. Don't you think that e-commerce is even more significant now? Now, what does that mean for you? That means opportunity, right? Let's see if we got anything else. That's right. Amazon is running out of supplies. They cannot keep in stock. They need us right now. So, now this one you may not agree with, but I'm here to tell you. You have to understand, guys, up until now, you had a certain segment of the market that just didn't want to use the internet. I think I was listening to something. We still haven't even reached 50% of people out there using the internet. But here's the thing. Everybody knows what Amazon is. But some people just did not want to use them because they had their own, thoughts about it or whatever. Now they've been forced to use it. And you know what's going to happen? Some of those people who did not want to use Amazon and now they're forced to use it, they're going to go, wow, you know what? This really ain't so bad. I think I like it. So because of this, what we're going through, you're going to end up with more people shopping online, specifically Amazon, and they're going to stay there. So that's yet another reason, another effect that what we're going through is going to have on your business. So if anybody has any comments about that, let me know. Sonia, how have you been holding on? Tell us something with you being right there in New York City, and anybody else who might be in New York City. What is going on out there? And look it. Gina said her 70-year-old dad started using online banking for the first time in his life. And you know what's going to happen? Your 70-year-old dad going to say, you know what? This is nice. Forget this mess. I don't need to be, you know what I mean? Unless he just want to get out. Yeah, that's right. I think he will be on Amazon ordering next, So Let's see what we're going to go to now, guys. Give me a second here. I'm going to go over some of my notes and see. Oh, I tell you what. Incidentally, we're at 36 minutes into the live stream. We're going to try to keep it down to an hour. We may go an hour and a half. It just depends on you guys. And let's see. Wow. Sonia says she's tired, got in at 3 a.m. and got to go back, short on nurses. You know, I was talking to somebody off the subject. His wife is a nurse, and it looks like they're setting up whatever tents or whatever kind of makeshift hospitals, and contractors are sending nurses from other parts of the country. Matter of fact, he was saying the hospital where his wife works at, they have people not working. These are nurses because they're not doing any of the scheduled surgeries and just regular stuff because they're trying to keep the hospital available for victims of the, COVID-19, and they really haven't had that many. She's going out to New York, and the amount of money that they're going to be making is ridiculous. But anyway, let's go into tactical arbitrage a little bit. Of course, that's the software that I use all the time. So we're going to go into that. And let's see. So this is what tactical arbitrage looks like when you get into the screen. I always go over this for the benefit of someone who might not be familiar with it. Most of you out here are, but we'll go over it anyway. Basically, what I like to cover is, number one, the software is phenomenal. It has its glitches from time to time, but it's very rare. Like, for instance, right now, Tactical Edge isn't working right for me, and it's not allowing me to put my tax in there. Anybody out here that uses TA, have you noticed if you use Tactical Edge, it's giving the data, but it's not showing all of the other sellers so that you can see their stock and stuff like that? Is anybody else? Let me know if anybody else is having that problem. But anyway, just a look at the pricing. You can save about 24% if you take the annual, but most of us go with the monthly amount. This one right here is the one that you would most likely use, online arbitrage. There's other things. If you want to get into books, there's library. If you want to get into wholesale, this and that, you can get the full suite. But most people will go for the online arbitrage package, and you can see with the check marks what you get. That would be $89 a month, and I'm here to tell you it's not enough. They do not charge enough. I mean, this software is just off the chain. So anyway, you can get a free 7-day trial, but if you sign up under me, you'll get an additional 3 days, and I'll work with you. But so look down in the description for the link to sign up for it. But once you get in, you'll come over here to members access, and you can see I've got 3 searches active right now. We're gonna get into those just so I can show you a little something. So you know what? I tell you what, most of you are familiar with tactical arbitrage. One thing you might not realize is they are always looking to improve. So check out this feature. Has anybody noticed this one? It's called Always Be Scanning. That's a new feature, always be scanning. Let's look at that real quick. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, so basically what always be scanning is just that. It's always scanning products. Now, when you're learning tactical arbitrage, the big issue is how do you set up a scan, right? We got a whole mini series about how to use tactical arbitrage and how to set up your scans. Okay. Here, they decided to make this easy for you. And this is a lazy man's way to do it. But I'm going to start using this because it's always searching, always looking for things. And everyone's results are unique. The results that I'm seeing is different from the results that you're going to see. Okay. Now, if you don't want to use it, you can deactivate it right here. You can set up your filters as far as, well, here, you see where it says price adjustments? You can set up your price adjustments right here. And once you do, here, I'll go ahead and do it because it usually costs me about 50 cents per pound to get things into, and it's usually 6% sales tax because I'm in Pennsylvania, even though I do sell a lot of food, but I'll just leave it. Once you set it, now everything from here forward will take those adjustments into account. Now, what I'm looking at right here didn't take that into account because I hadn't set it yet. But look at, this is stuff that was automatically put out there, and it will stay out there for 30 days. So if you want to keep it beyond that, you're going to want to save it. Click on your, add this product to your save list. Otherwise, it will drop off as it reaches the 30-day limit. And I don't know, did anybody notice that? Sonia, had you noticed this new feature? Or Gina? Let's see here. So that's just something I wanted to cover. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into the search manager. And as you can see, I have some searches going. I have a reverse search going in industrial and scientific. I picked that category because that's considered essential right now. So you can send them in for FBA. I picked Dollar General. Now you have to understand, I don't usually have things sent to me from Dollar General. Dollar General is a place where I regularly go for retail arbitrage, meaning I go into the store and you'd be surprised. I would suggest you start using Dollar General if you have one nearby. I have a search going in Target. I love Target. That's just a great place for me. I like the way they do business. I like the way they handle returns and refunds, if that should come about. I love how they deal with, if you end up with something that's expired, as if it had an expiration date, or even if it was close to getting expired, I like their stock. And I do well with Walmart too. A lot of people will tell you, stay away from those because those a lot of people use, but I just love them. And as you get into it, you're going to find the stores that you like, whether it's retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. Now, these are under the queued, which means they're still searching right now. If we go over to completed, these are searches. We did a search under, we did a reverse search under health and personal care, and that brought back 4,597 results. Now, you would have to pare that down. Each one isn't necessarily a good deal. We did a reverse search in grocery and gourmet because that's another one that I like a lot. We're going to look at this one. You see where that is? Sam's Club. Does anybody out here have a Sam's Club membership? We're going to view that data, but does anybody have a Sam's Club membership? Oh, Gina said saw it but didn't try it. Sonia said, but I'm going to check it out now. And that's, you're talking about the always be scanning feature. So check this out. Right now I'm in advanced mode. We're going to switch over to basic, and we're going to start just kind of looking at the results. But okay, Kia says I do, as far as having a Sam's Club account. Now think about this for a second, guys. I'm always preaching about having a degree of separation. Okay, everybody's searching Walmart, Kohl's, Big Lots, whatever it may be. Everybody ain't searching Sam's Club. Why? Because you have to pay for a membership. But here's the difference. When you're doing what we do, when you're a working class hustler selling on Amazon, number one, it's part of your business. So I think you could legitimately claim that as an expense. Number two, even if you didn't, it's going to pay for itself. Okay. So we're going to look at the first item that comes up. It is an 82.5 ounce canister of Country Time lemonade. Boy, that's a lot. 16 ounces is a pound, right? So, whew, that's a big one. But here's what we're looking at. It should be at Sam's Club for this price. It should be selling on Amazon for this price. Now you'll notice it's suppressed. What that means is, for whatever reason, Amazon isn't giving a buy box on it. And for those of us who sell on Amazon, we always talking buy box, buy box. I'm not that big on it, but you're going to hear a lot of people talking about the buy box, because the bulk of the orders go to whoever is controlling the buy box. But it should be on Amazon for this price. This is how much you should make, and your return on investment is 72%. That's very good return on investment. If you don't know about that, we got, was it last week or the week before, we got a video about return on investment. Here's the estimated monthly sales. That's big. Okay. Here's the 30-day sales rank. And I think somebody had a question about what is sales rank. So real quick, every product that is sold on Amazon has what is called a sales rank. Okay. It starts at 1 and it goes on as far as it goes for however many products they have. So example, if it is the most popular product in that category, say grocery and gourmet, it would be a rank of 1. So the lower the rank, the better the product. You'll get better at it. There's all types of charts and stuff that you could, you know what? I'll show a chart just to kind of give you an example. Most of you already know, but for the benefit of those who don't, and it might be a good refresher, we'll show a chart to kind of give you an idea of how rank works. But most of you would know in grocery and gourmet, a rank of 15,605, that's great. And as you can see, Tactical Arbitrage is estimating the amount of monthly sales. Now you got 4 people selling this product. And if that estimate is correct, and Amazon is assuming Amazon is sharing this among those 4 sellers, and they probably are not, and I'll get into that in a second, but think about how many sales that would be. Okay, let's just take you for a second. If you're eyeing this up and you're saying, let's say you click right here to check your restrictions, and it says, good news, you have no restrictions. That means you can sell the product. Then they say it's not hazmat, so you know you could send it in. Now you say to yourself, okay, this product is selling 980 units a month. There are 4 people out there right now. I'm going to be the 5th. If we were dividing it equally, 196 units I could sell. And if we're going to estimate that I would make $5.05 per unit, that's about how much I could make off this one SKU. That's the potential. I mean, you would have to buy that many, right? So, and you're not, because I always recommend to go wide and not deep. But even if you did, right? If you were going to buy that many, and we said you would be selling 196, and it's going to cost you $698. That's how much you would have to spend. And then you would get this back. Plus, after it's all said and done, this would be what you cleared. So now you get an example of how this works. You know what I mean? How much you got to spend, how much you're going to end up with as a profit. You know, so just keep that in mind. But here's what I would do. Oh, my son says, well, AME.com says yes. I guess that means you have a Sam's Club membership. And then my son says he has a BJ's membership. Would that work as a degree? Absolutely. And here's how you know that it would work. Watch this. When we come over to do a product search and we type in, look at BJ's is one of the websites that you can search. So yes, that would be a degree of separation, son. Let's see. But anyway, first thing you want to do is make sure you're approved. You don't have to do this necessarily in that order, but what I would do is not go any further if I'm restricted on the product. Except I still would kind of log this because eventually I will be approved. So I can make a mental note on that. Then I want to make sure it is available at Sam's Club for that price. You would click this link right here and look it. And this says minimum 2 per order. And look it. You could possibly get cash back on this. So what you would do in that case is go ahead and activate that. I don't know if they're giving that much cash back on groceries. Activate it anyway. And all that is an extension working. And you get that back automatically. I got videos on that. Okay. So it is available on that site. Now we're looking, is it really selling one of these for $21.99? So we'll click on this link. We'll let that load. And here's what you can see. 4 new from $21.99. Now at that point, I would probably look a little deeper and see. Mind you, you only have one person with the Prime logo. That means they have their products at the Amazon warehouse, and Amazon is going to do the fulfillment. All of these other people are doing merchant fulfills. So what about when you got customers out there that, because the Amazon shopper can filter and say, hey, I only want to deal with Prime sellers. I got my Prime membership and I'm getting everything out of it. I want expedited shipping, blah, blah, blah. And look it, he's back ordered anyway. Now guys, I want you to really take a look at something. This is important. It's just a nugget, but I'm going to tell you all you need in life are little nuggets. Everybody wants the mother load. You only need a nugget. Look at the total ratings on this person. The total ratings on this person. The total ratings. Look at 42,000. These people know what they're doing. If they're selling this, oh, you probably want to get in on this, okay? That's a good indicator that you're dealing with somebody that knows what they're doing. Okay. Now, what I would normally do, and then this is what I'm going to show you. When you have tactical arbitrage, you get free available to you the Hummingbird extension. And if you click on that, it runs right with tactical arbitrage. And here you can open it in Tactical Edge. You see how it took you right back to tactical arbitrage, but then it should show you, if it was working properly, it would give a breakdown that includes the top portion. And then in this area, you would see all four of those people. And it would show how much they had in stock. And then it would show what you would make competing with their price, your gross profit, your gross return on investment. But it's not working for some reason. I don't know if anybody answered me, because I was wondering, anyone else who uses tactical arbitrage, were you having the same issues with Tactical Edge? I don't think anybody answered that. So tell you what we're going to do here, because when it comes to product rank, let's see here. Give me a second here. If you come to cleartheshelf.com and then you go to Amazon sales rank chart, this one is a little bit older, but that's okay. Not much has changed that I'm aware of. And you look at your chart. Okay, so we were looking, let's see, where were we looking? We were looking in the category of grocery and gourmet, right? So if you find grocery and gourmet, and we said that the rank was 15,605. So grocery and gourmet, that would put you somewhere between here and here. So you would be somewhere between the top 0.5% and top 1%. When you're in that, most people will tell you, try to stay in the top 3%. I don't mind being in the top 5 or 10%. You find more deals that way, because most people who want to do Amazon, they're always looking for the home runs. You're not going to always get home runs, guys. Okay? The championship baseball team did not hit a home run every time they were at bat. As a matter of fact, they struck out sometimes. They lost some games, but they still hold the pennant because they got more wins than losses. Okay? They got the home runs a lot of times when the bases were loaded. You see how this works? So, let's see here. And, we're up to 16 users here. We got 16 people in the chat. Good deal. We might get to 20. Let's go back and show you what I'm looking at now. I'm looking at the rank, and this is actually another extension. So you notice on my page, you got all kinds of charts and graphs. You can have that too. All you do is get the free Chrome extensions. I'm using Google Chrome as my browser, and there's an extension called Scanalyze that puts this right in front of me. I love this because right away I can check if I'm restricted, even though I could do that in tactical arbitrage. I can look at the rank, look at the difference here. I was showing a rank of 16,605. Scanalyze is showing a rank of 6,000. Now, mind you, those are extensions giving you that rank. But Amazon gives that rank too. All you got to do is go down the page to the product details, and it really is 6,505. So it looks like Tactical Arbitrage actually underestimated. Guys, this is definitely a product that I would consider. It's just that easy. Okay? You have to understand something. The concept of it, you know what? I'm looking at other stuff that I really don't want. But that's because of my filters. I'll get to that in a second. But because all I really wanted was Sam's Club. And I'll show you how to fix that. Because we don't want eBay. But look at this. Here's an example of what would get your attention. Another 72%, $6.37 profit. Same thing. You only got 3 sellers and the estimated sales are 565. Guys, do you see how this works? But here we go. Are we restricted? Oh, give me a minute. Oh, I'm not showing my screen. Sorry. All right, hold on one second. Let's see, because I need to get signed back in anyway. Sorry about that. Thanks for telling me, Jim. Oh, wait. He did tell me. Here. And look at, in the time that we've been talking, where were we? We were at 14 sales. And in the time that we've been talking, we've gone up to 19 sales. Now, think about that for a second, guys. Okay? Warren Buffett said, if you can't make money while you're sleeping, you'll never be wealthy. That is what this is all about. That's the power of the internet. Now, of course, you guys already know that. But I still want to hammer it into your head because that is powerful. And once you have that kind of power, you become unstoppable. So anyway, back to I don't know where we left off, but anyway, I ended up coming across this this product, red yeast rice. So the first thing I would do is check my restrictions, and I'm restricted. But right then and there, you can request approval. And we'll see. Oh, look it. We got approved. You see how quick that is? Now, you got a whole nother brand, Nature's Bounty Health and Personal Care, that you can source. So at that point, you want to see, is it still at Walmart at that price? And no, it's out of stock. But you know what? It's in here. You will come across this product again at some point. But anyway, let's sort our filters because all I really want to look at is Sam's Club. So I would deselect all of those, come down to Sam's Club, apply that, and let's see what happens. Okay, so now you see in this column all Sam's Club, Sam's Club, Sam's Club, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's another thing. What is Members Mark? Is that Sam's Club? Is that their own brand? Somebody tell me, because I don't shop at Sam's Club. I don't know. Members Mark animal crackers, 5 pounds. You're talking about it selling on Amazon for almost $30. And it would cost you $6 at Sam's Club. You're talking a 201% return on investment. That means you'd be getting, double So let's look at that. Let's see. Now the price is yeah, it is available. Now I'm interested to see what this is doing on Amazon. And if you only see one seller, be careful, because that could get you into trouble depending on who that is. Oh, look it, unavailable. Now when you see that, then you know you got a chance to really jump on something. Check your restrictions. You got none. I jump on it, because here's the deal. When you look at your keeper chart, if you don't know what that is, it just shows you, it gives you information that we use to help make a decision on whether or not to buy a product. When you see that green line, all that squiggly, that means, excuse me, it's got a lot of volatility, and that's what you're looking at. Now, again, I'm just looking out here, kind of seeing what's going on here. See how I can follow along here and see where the price has been going all the way back to January. Okay? Because what you don't want to do is buy a product at a certain price and then find out it drops on you. Even at the lowest that it's been, you're going to make money. And see how you got this broken line? Out of stock. Came back in for a little bit. Jumped up. Now, it started jumping up around when things got crazy in this country. And it's been up and down, but you can make some money with that. Okay, so AME.com says that is their brand. I don't care. With a rank like that, actually, is it showing their rank? No. But you got your estimated monthly. You can see, and on your keeper chart, you can see the rank over here, so you can kind of see where that's been. I mean, it's hanging under 100,000 most of the time. You guys want to take a break and look at kind of see how the channel's doing? Let's see here. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're going to look at the channel and kind of see. Give me a second here. Incidentally, we've been a little bit over an hour, so I don't know how much longer we're going to go here, but let's see. Okay, so here's the deal. This is our channel, and you notice I don't say my channel. It's our channel. And I say it's our channel because let's just keep it 100. This is more about you than it is me. I'm already doing this. But this channel was put together to give you value. Okay? And if you knew how much work went into this, I mean, to make these videos, Jim, how many videos we got up now? I don't even know. It's gotta be, is it close, including today's video, is it close to 100 and 115, 120? I don't know. Let's see. So here we got, you can see we got 596 working class hustlers out there. So if you're not subscribed, please grab a bottle of hand sanitizer and hit the subscribe button. Okay? Put your gloves on, put your mask on, and hit the bell notification so that you can be told, you can be notified like you were today, right? For those of you who are subscribed. Hit the thumbs up, share this. Remember what I said in the uploaded video. For those of you who didn't watch it, I said share this video. Share this video because share this channel, because you know what's happening? We are being shown what's really good out here, what's really going on. And some of us have been going about our lives in this false belief, this false sense of security, and now you're being shown, now you're being slapped in the face and shown, you know what? Things are going to happen. Now more than ever, you need to be having a second revenue stream that's working, that's bringing in some money. If you didn't realize it now you know. Okay? You go into these jobs and that's great. I go to a job. Remember, I'm not the guy telling you, oh, quit your job, fire your boss. I'm saying go to work. I go to work. But on top of that, I got something else. Okay? Share this. Let's get some more working class hustlers out here, because now people who weren't trying to hear it because they was too busy going out to the bars. They can't go out to the bars no more. They was too busy going to the clubs. Can't go to the clubs no more. Was too busy out having fun and occupying their minds with other stimulus that they can't get anymore. Now they're ready. Now they sitting around trying to figure out how much stimulus money are they going to get? How long is it? How long is the wait week before they can get their unemployment? What are they going to do? Now you got their attention, see? Now you can talk about Amazon and they ain't going to look at you funny. See, they was looking at you funny. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You start talking about Amazon and they on whatever they on. Oh, trust me. You'll get their attention now. Show them some numbers like I'm showing you. You'll get their attention right about now. But anyway, back to your channel. So let's look over our analytics, shall we? We're actually down a little bit. Let's see. Mike said, preach. You know I'm a preacher. But overall, views are up, watch time and hours are up. 23, we're down. It's saying about the same, but we were getting up there for a while. Let's take a look at if we can. No, that ain't what we wanted. Hold on. What I wanted to look at was the our subscribers. I can never figure out. Wait, let's look at it like this. Okay, recent subscribers. Let me see here. So looks like T. Charles from Australia joined us on the 1st. Family Tube just came on March 28th. Matt Akanoba came on the 20th. I learned how to make money online, came on the 26th. So thank you to those who have been subscribing. Welcome to our family. You are now a working class hustler. And that's what's going on with the channel. Let's see. What else do we want to look at? Look at that. Now we're up to 20. So remember, guys, here's the key. You gotta get those shipments in to Amazon. But let's go over here. We can close that. We can close that. We can close that. Let's look and see what else we got out here. I'm serious, guys. And you know what? I got a Groupon has a deal out there. Did anybody see that Groupon deal where you can get a discount on a Sam's Club membership? Let me see here. Look at this. 174 estimated monthly sales. 92% return on investment. These are some vitamins. Now it's a 300 count. So you got to make sure. See, this ain't 300. Let's see, what is this? See, that's 275. But you know what? I will tell you from my experience, if you give them more than what they paid for, you usually don't get any complaints. But you do need to make sure you got the same formula or whatever, because then you will get a complaint. But should be out there for $11.98. Now see, here's one that's out of stock. Out of stock, you just keep moving. But remember, for next time. Wow. Look at that. Look at the profit you would make on that. So you got to make sure you see how when I hover over, then I can see the actual count. That's 160 count. That's 160 count. Let's see. Out of stock. Move on. Okay. I can be a little hesitant sometimes with certain brands. M&M's, I don't know. 1098. Out of stock. And you're just going down the line, guys. Out of stock. I mean, you're doing this from the comfort of your own home. So you click on stuff. Okay. That one's in stock. It's a 40-ounce bag of coffee from Starbucks. Are we approved? Yes. Is it hazardous? No. Is that size actually on Amazon for $36.99? Not quite, but it's up there. And it looks like it's only one person selling it. I don't know. Let's see here. But if it was, let me see. Because this is saying 2 sellers. But you know what? That could be somebody might have went out of stock. You see how things move constantly. Somebody might be out of stock right now. So I might jump on that. Starbucks sells, as you all know. Okay? And you just go on and on. Now, I probably wouldn't grab something, a 25-pound bag. Although, think about that for a second. If I look and it's a bag of rice, 25 pounds, I'm probably going to say, And you know what? Most other people are going to say, And you could be making 341% return on investment. Okay? If you sold 5 of these, right? How much would that be? You see what I'm saying? So, Kia says you can get a membership for a year for $35 through Groupon. That's exactly what I was talking about. Guys, we working class hustlers, we got to get this membership. If you don't have that membership, we got to get it. We're spending more on stuff that's not making us anything. This is an investment. See, this is the thing. A lot of people will try to teach you don't spend money. Yes, spend money if it's an investment. Now, and I'm gonna take the next question, but y'all done got me preaching again. See, because I'm gonna shut up if y'all don't want to hear nothing. Listen. When it comes to money, and when it comes to things that you can buy with the money, it's very simple, guys. I'm gonna make this simple. You can't mess this up. It's either an asset or a liability. That's it. What's the definition? If it makes you money, it's an asset. If it costs you money and if it's not bringing any money, it's a liability. That's it. Don't make this complicated. Yes, there are things in life that you have to purchase that are liabilities. The wealthy purchase liabilities. You know why they win? Because while they're purchasing liabilities, they make a habit of purchasing assets. So one thing is bringing you money. Another thing is bringing you money. Another thing is bringing you money. And before you know it, you got so many assets that's constantly bringing you money so that you can live your lifestyle. No one else's, your lifestyle. And your liabilities that you buy don't cost you. It doesn't cost you digging into your savings. It doesn't cost you living paycheck to paycheck. It doesn't cost you the worry, the fear, the uneasiness that comes from being broke. And trust me, I know all about being broke. Being broke is not a good position to be in. But if you take that and you let it move you, let it motivate you to actually start taking action, the possibilities are endless. Oh, hold on. I had another. Mike Henderson says, what's your minimum ROI? That's a very good question. I really don't have a minimum. And that here's why that's a good question. Because a lot of people, when they come into this business, they're focused on return on investment. That's okay, but what's going to happen is this. Okay, let's say I'm going to Dollar General. I go there a lot. I go there enough that I have replenishables. When I go in, I'm in and out like a burglar, dog. You understand what I'm saying? Boom, boom. I'm just handling it. And so I already know what I'm doing. So guess what? I go into Dollar General and I take an entire haul out of Dollar General. And if by chance I see a product, I may do a quick scan using my phone app. And maybe it's only giving 10% return on investment, maybe only 20. I'm just adding that to the pile. You see what I'm saying? I'm not basing my business model on that particular item. I got my business model set up. I'm adding to it. Okay? Let me put it to you this way. Don't focus too much on return on investment as long as you're making a profit. Because what's going to happen is, I'm telling you from my experience, it is your replenishables that give you the cake. And everything else is the icing on it. Everything else is the icing on it. In other words, those big ones where you get like 400, 500, 600 return on investment, and the little ones where it's only 10%, 5%, 20% return on investment. All of that is just the icing, the sprinkles. But you're building a cake, you follow? AME.com says it takes money to make money. That's true. Sonia says, do you use a VP to go through the list? No, I don't use a VA, I should say, not VP. I do not use a virtual assistant. I don't need to. I could, and I've had virtual assistants in the past. I particularly chose Bangladesh to source mine. They tend to be intelligent. They don't cost a lot of money. They're loyal. But I just got to a point where I couldn't afford them. I mean, you guys got to understand. I was struggling from 2014, 15, 16, 2016. Anybody that's close to me knows. 2016, I said, if I don't get this business going right, if I don't get it going right, by April of 2017, I'm just going to walk away because I was tired. I was tired of the struggle. I was tired of the the broken heart. I was tired of, all the effort, the energy that I was putting into it, and I wasn't seeing a return. And you know what? I kept doing it anyway. I kept doing it anyway because deep down, I knew that it's kind of like that story about the bamboo. For 5 years, you don't see nothing. And then all of a sudden something breaks through and just starts growing like a weed. You don't see what's going on underneath the surface. But when we are operating by law. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you are operating by law, because this system that we live in, this entire universe, operates with law. And by law, what you sow, you shall reap. You must. So keep doing it. By law, something has to come forth. But we don't know how long it's going to take you. We don't know your period of maturation. That's where people get, they think, well, it should have happened by now. Says who? Says who? You don't know. So, let's see. Hey, Serge, Zameli. Hey, my man. Thanks for joining. Comment allez-vous? Gina here. That's a great idea. I can use that membership to shop online. I don't have a BJ's near me. Exactly. I don't know if BJ's, I think they will ship, right? Does anybody know? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to look over my notes and make sure I don't miss anything. We've been live for almost an hour and a half. I know you probably tired of hearing my mouth. So, like I said, I'm going to shut up. Let's see. So let me Sergey says merci. Let's see. Oh, Sonia says yes, they will ship as far as BJ's. Oh my God, guys, I can't tell you. We're down to 13 people in the chat. Thank you. I just love you guys for coming out here. This does it. One of my close friends was saying, man, where do you get the energy for this? I get the energy from you. So you got to understand, we're all part of source energy, But let me just say one more thing. Watch this, guys. Watch what I'm about to show you. We're going to go. Actually, you know what? We're up to 20 sales. Let's see, do we get any more? Nope. But watch this. You see this video right here? Look at the date on this. This was January the 8th, 2018. So we were just getting into the year 2018. So this was 2 years ago, right? Because now we're well into 2020. And I've been transparent since the beginning, right? Ever since I started this channel, I have been transparent. And look at this was January the 15th. No, January the 5th, 2018. And look at how many sales I had. And look at what my 30-day total was. 4,577. Now think about that for a second, guys. As you look at what's going on now. Think about where my mind was back here. What was I doing? See, because remember, everybody wants to look at today, right? The 4th of April, 2020. Everybody want to look at that. This does not happen without this. right? Because if there's nothing happening on January the 5th, 2018, there's no way in heck you're going to have this on the 4th of April, 2020. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Is anybody following me on this? I mean, this is important, guys. And I'm going to get to the reason why. But is this making sense? Does anybody understand? I started this channel back in 2017. Okay? And everything that you're seeing that's going on today is a result of the work that went in back then. So if you're not willing to put the work in, okay, then don't waste your time with this or anything else, because it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to have to put the work in. That's a law. That's a law of the universe. So you sow, so shall you reap. That's it. There's no quick way around this. So get your mind right and get your money right. Okay? Mike says, yes, brother, loud and clear. I want to be like Horace when I grow up. Well, you can be. I'm just a regular truck driver from the south side of Chicago. Daddy was a truck driver. Mama was a letter carrier. I don't come from nothing, but I work hard. You put the work in, and you're going to have this. Now, let me tell you something before we wrap up, because this is important. Remember how I keep saying, it's not about COVID-19. It's about what you're doing before COVID-19. And you know what's going to happen? Some of you guys, actually everybody out here should be old enough to remember the economic downturn that happened in 08, right? Remember when Barack Obama and what was his opponent back then? I forget his name. They actually had to suspend the presidential race to go deal with what was going on in with the economy. Okay. John McCain it was. And people forget we went through major crisis before. We're going to get through COVID-19, and you know what's going to happen? Something else is going to happen. So quit acting like you never been through this, and quit acting like when times are good, it's going to stay good. Okay? It's going to change. Just like the tide goes out and comes back. But remember, we're going through a winter in our times right now. Life is like the seasons. So when you're in a winter, spring is coming. You got to know that. But conversely, when you're in the summer of your life, fall is coming. And after fall comes winter. It happens over and over and over again. And you know what? Some people freeze in the winter. Some people go skiing in the winter. It all depends on what you were doing in the spring and the summer, right? I guess we can look at one more. Y'all want to see if we can find one more before we wrap it up? Let me know. And while you're figuring out whether you want me to shut up or not, I'm going to double check my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me see. Okay. We're down to 10 users. So I don't think anybody, guys are gone. We'll look at one more for the benefit of those who did stay. Actually, if you want, we could look, because remember, I got searches going for, what else we got? We got a search going for industrial and scientific. We got something at Dollar General. We got something at Target. We could go through Go through one or two of those if you want. If not, I'm just gonna stay on Dollar General because I kind of like that. I mean, not Dollar General. I think I'm gonna stay on Sam's Club. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let's look at a couple more. See what we can find. Oh, you know what it's doing? The software, even though we did a Sam's Club search, it also looks and finds other stores where you can get the same product. So that's another feature that's pretty good. Let's see. What? Now this is oversized. But oh, okay. Mike wants industrial and scientific. Hey, you hung around, you get what you want. Let's see here. So industrial and scientific, let's view that data. Let's see. Got a lot out here. 10,113 items. Now, watch how I sort and filter this. It's got 24 places to source from. I'm going to select all. And then the only one I'm going to take out is eBay because I do not like sourcing there. There are a couple of products that I will source from there, but for the most part, no. Oh, you're welcome, Mikey. Let's see. So we got shop towels. Let's see. Now, see, here's an example. You're talking about looks like a 200 pack. This isn't the same. This is not a match right here, I don't think. Let's see. This one has 10 towels. This has 200. So you got to look and make sure. I'm too lazy. That's why you would beat me on some products. And anyway, the profit is only $2.82 if it was a match. So I'd probably move on. Just sort of looking. See, I'm sort of scanning the gross profit. I'm more concerned with that than return on investment. Let's see. I kind of like to make at least $5, but I don't hold to that. Now look at, you had nothing. When you look at the keeper chart, you had nothing all the way to here. So they didn't even have that product in stock. Some type of krill oil, 90 count. That's out of stock. I wonder, would I have even been approved for it? Let me see. Nope. But while I'm here, I might as well see if I can get approved. My computer's slowing down for some reason. I'm approved. So, and see, what you could do is you could start doing all of your searches. Wait a minute. Why would this be under industrial and scientific? Oh boy. Anyway, be careful with that. This is clearly grocery or health and household, or you know what I mean? That's in the wrong category. Let's see. Some of these people have these categories wrong. See, now this would be something you already know. You're not sending aerosols in. They're not going to allow you to ship that in. But you could merchant fulfill it if you want it. I probably wouldn't try to sell this. And I don't think I'm approved, and I don't think I would be approved. If I request it, I'm probably not going to get it. But let's just see. Let's see. I don't believe it. I just got approved for Bissell. I wouldn't necessarily try and sell that product, but remember, it's oversized. It's small oversized, but it's oversized. That's a degree of separation. A lot of people, I mean, when you look at the estimated monthly sales, okay, and you see where that is, it's across variations, but it's a lot. And so remember how I was kind of telling you, this is like a home run right here. Okay, this is part of the icing on the cake. So you might only buy one. I have bought products like this before. Let's see. Is it really on Amazon for that price? No, it's out of stock. But you see how everything comes into play. As you're sourcing, you're getting approved for certain brands that now I know. Watch what I could do. I could come back to tactical arbitrage. I could go to reverse search, right? I could go to advanced. I could go to keyword search, and I can let the system just look for Bissell. If I spelled it right, let me see. Well, that ain't it. I'm all over the place with this junk. I can't even remember where in the heck I'm at. I got so many windows open. But hold on a second. Oh, right here. So it's Bissell, Bissell. And then what I could do, let's see. See, and this is another thing that's not letting me work right. It's not letting me I would need to put 6% sales tax in there, but whatever. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see here. So if I wanted to do a search on that, and now the software is just going out and looking on Amazon for anything under Bissell that I could make at least $5. I mean, I probably wouldn't ship in something that big just to make $5. But you see how everything starts to tie in. Let me see. Let's go back to that. Okay, back to that industrial. 2 boxes of 50. Shop towels. That's 12 rolls. That's not. I would not shop at Bonanza. Stethoscope. 22-inch. Would I be restricted on that? I don't know. No. Is it at Walmart for that cost? It is. Is it really selling on Amazon for 21? It is. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Anymore, before I actually source a product, I go ahead, if everything looks good, I go ahead and create the listing and try to create a shipment, because only then do you really know if Amazon's going to allow you to ship it in. Because I've had some products that I'm thinking, wow, really? I went to source some honey and it said it wouldn't let me ship it in. Really? That's not an essential right now? But yet you let me send potato chips. So you just don't know. But this one wouldn't be that bad as part of a Walmart haul. I probably wouldn't just go and get all of these, but look at the estimated monthly, sales. Now here, you only got one person selling it, so you need to be sure. Sold by Silex Global. As long as that's not the brand on here, see, it's by Paramed. So you should be okay. So that's it, guys. I think we're going to dance on out of here. I'll just double check if anybody has any more questions. Let's see here. We do offer coaching, as you can see on the screen. Just text the words "working class hustler" to the number on your screen. I only got 2 more slots available. It's tough out there. We're all busy. And I only got 2 more slots. So if you're interested in that, just text "working class hustler" to that number on the screen. We'll get you going with that. Remember, we do offer a 12-module course on Udemy. Let me see if I can find that and show you. Let's see here. I'll show my screen in a second. I know I've been bad about about showing my screen. So yeah, we got a 12-module video course. As you can see, it's the highest rated. It's only $19.99. And check it out. Go to udemy.com, check it out. It's very affordable, and look at the comments that people are making on it. I mean, it goes soup to nuts, and we're looking to upgrade it, but hey, you'll automatically get the 2.0 or whatever once we get out there and update it a little bit. And also, if you want to hop on the list, all you got to do is come to workingclasshustler.com and you can sign up. We got an ungated list available. So stuff like that. Let me see. I know, Mike. you got your spot, man. We're gonna get you. We're gonna hop on a call with you. I wanted to holler at you last night, but I don't know. I didn't get a response. I was gonna holler at you. I was actually at Mattel. Check your text messages. I was at Mattel getting loaded, and I was gonna hit you up on the way back to my terminal. I don't know what happened, but we'll definitely get you before the weekend is up. We're gonna get you. You're gonna get one of those spots. Sonia says, I bought some products via your referral link. Do you have any recommendations for poly bags? Actually, I do. I will get that to you. You and I are connected, so I'll get that to you personally. I do have a recommendation. In fact, somebody that makes them specifically for working class hustlers, so people that sell on Amazon, I'll get that to you. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Mike said, I saw it. I waited until 2 a.m. Joking. All right, guys. I tell you what. Let me see. How long have we been on? Let's see if I can. Yeah, we've been almost 2 hours. Boy, I didn't realize we were on that long. I tell you, boy, time flies when you're having fun, right? But, hey, I think we're going to go ahead and end things. And I hope you got a lot of value out of this. I had a lot of fun. I always do. Love you, love you, love you guys. For those of you who coach with me, if you don't already have a spot for this weekend, reach out to me. Those who already have one, know we're going to get together today, tomorrow, whatever it might be. You got my number. You see it on the screen. And this is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. I done showed you how to get some of that paper. It's time to get mine. Music!